This is a short tutorial for the bargaining simulation tool. In the short tutorial, we'll dive straight into it. So let's start the simulation. I want to go through 2 rounds of wage bargaining, and I'll set the general wage level at 3,500 euros. This is the gross wage level and it's reflective of the Belgian labor market's wages. Let's start the negotiations. In every round, we will see a social dashboard. This is the situation of the workers in my company. The wage level, the average nominal wage and bonus, is 3,307 euros. Purchasing power is the same as inflation hasn't taken its toll yet. Hirings and layoffs at the start stand at 0. The gender pay gap is just 1%, the age pay gap is 27%, the ethnic pay gap is 11%, wage inequality is 53%, pay differentials are 15%, and union premium is minus 2%. If you hover over the concept, you see what it means. The age pay gap is old over young workers in hourly terms and unadjusted for the kind of job they are doing. Wage inequality, however, is high over low paid work for the same job. Pay differentials is white over blue collar workers for different jobs. The union premium is the wage of union members over non-union members. It's also hourly and unadjusted, so they may be doing different jobs, but union members in this case earn 2% less than non-union members. Over the last year, the company's gains were 1%. In the blue-collar departments, this was 0.5%, and in the white-collar departments, it was 1.5%. Inflation has been 2.6%, so the company made a real loss. I will nevertheless claim inflation so that purchasing power stays stable. The method of increase can be a one-off bonus. In this case, it would be 2,580 euros, which is 2.5 times the wage claim applied to the wage mass. But this is a one-off payment. Percentual increases and absolute increases are repeated every round or every year. So in this case, let's apply an absolute increase to try to lower wage inequality, as low-wage workers will have relatively more. I submit the method. I can further promote certain groups, so I notice a fairly high age pay gap and fairly high wage inequality. So I'll promote low-pay workers, and I'll promote younger workers. I submit the promotions and go to the next round. We see that because of the wage claims, the nominal wage has gone up and is now 3,389 euros. Because I just followed inflation, purchasing power stands at 3,303 euros still. Hirings and layoffs have gone down, so there'll be 4 layoffs. That's because I claimed more than the company's gains. The gender pay gap has increased, the age pay gap has decreased as I intended to, and the wage inequality has also decreased to 49%. Now in this round, we look back at companies' gains of 7%. In the blue-collar departments, this was 0.4%, and in the white-collar departments, it was 13.6%. Inflation has been 2.6%. I can claim up to 5% more than the company's gains, but this will result in more layoffs. So I can claim slightly less to recover the employment rate. And for instance, if I set it at 5%, this should be corrected in the final results after this round. It's also above inflation, so purchasing power should go up. I submit my claim. As a method of increase in the last round, you can't select a bonus, so in this case I'll select a percentual increase. And I will promote again low-paid workers. I'll also promote white-collar workers as their contribution to the company's gains was much larger. They will be promoted with 20% higher increase than the average, meaning the other groups get a 20% lower increase. I submit these promotions, and let's go to the final results, where we see that compared to the initial state, the nominal wage has gone up by 240 euros, purchasing power has gone up by 62 euros, hirings and layoffs are now 0 compared to the start, so we lost them, then recovered. The gender pay gap is 1% still. The age pay gap has gone down by 2%. The ethnic pay gap remained the same. Wage inequality has gone down by 4%, pay differentials gone up by 2%, that's the difference between the white and the blue collar workers, and the union premium remained unchanged. Am I convinced of my strategy? Did I make the right choices? I think so, with the values that were given and with the number of rounds that I could do. But in the end, I would like to have wage inequality that's lower, pay differentials that are lower, and a union premium that's perhaps non-existent or positive. So I'm not so happy with this. I would like to do more rounds. My approach in this simulation has been training, but I recommend you make realistic choices. However, feel free to play around and see what happens as well. That's what the tool is for. Now I have to compare what I found important in this simulation and what I find important in general. In this simulation, I have been looking at the wage level, at employment levels, at the age pay gap, at pay differentials between white and blue collar workers, and that is it. Maybe also to wage inequality in the first round. In general, I would probably stress wage levels, employment levels, wage inequality, as well as the union premium. Some more information about myself. Voila. Please submit this so we can do analysis based on your results and we get to know more about the preferences of workers and negotiators.